We must balance innovation and progress with vigilant protection of our natural resources. This bill seeks to do just that by prohibiting carbon sequestration activities within, beneath, or intersecting any designated sole source aquifer, those vital underground water reserves that provide drinking water for countless Illinois residents. So what I can tell you is, from my district offices, this is probably the #1 issue, or top #1, 2 issues from constituents, from residents, from people who live in my district that have concerns about fresh drinking water, and rightfully so.
Look, let me be clear. We all want to protect the Mahomet aquifer, and we want to make sure that carbon sequestration is something that's good for the state and for the country and the world. So thinking about, legislation about it is the right thing to do. If it needs to be done, remember that the legislation that we pass actually doesn't directly have any threat to the Mahomet aquifer. So the question is, do you have to have a new piece of legislation to address something that doesn't seem to be the case with the legislation that we already have on the books?
The point here is we shouldn't have any risk. There's like no acceptable risk because this is the sole source. There is no other alternate source. You just turn on a switch and you get water from somewhere else. You can't.
The bill introduced earlier in the spring that would have dealt with only sequestration above the aquifer, that wouldn't have solved the problem that we're trying to wrestle with here today. So I view this as the beginning of a very critical conversation, and I'm glad that the surveys are involved. I would like to digest this and to get even more expert